Gaming news. Let me
So we
timestamp
recorded earlier this
this.
week, just before the last big kind of E3 blowout, which was the Nintendo Direct.
Um,
Um,
what?
and yeah, the Nintendo Direct was pretty fucking good, I thought. Lots
Oh,
of surprises, put it that way. Lots of things that I didn't expect to show up, and a lot of people didn't expect to show up, which may or may not be your cup of tea, considering, but I think everything there was kind of like interesting.
yeah.
Um,
But I mean,
yeah,
they outright said at the beginning, and I think I don't know who coined it or who started first, but I'm pretty sure it was the Nintendo Direct where one of the announcers like, "We hope you found at least something, to be excited
to
about at
be
this
excited
Direct."
about. Yeah,
Which is a fair thing because you're never gonna have a show where every game is something you want to
yeah.
play. So
No, for
yeah,
sure. I think they hit a broad stroke of franchises, especially like dormant ones, which are, it's really exciting. So
yeah.
kicked off with new Smash Bros. Character, of course. Kazuya from Tekken is coming to Super Smash Bros., which is wild.
Who murdered everyone
I
except
love that
Kirby.
the trailer opened with people being tossed into a volcano. It's just the best thing. Like,
Like hats off to the Super Smash team because they are so self aware and like
mm,
just they love having fun with all their characters because it's like ridiculous. Why would he throw everyone into the volcano? Like
exactly, yeah.
oh my god,
It must be his final Smash. Like, I just
yeah,
love that the Nintendo has kept the canon alive that you can't kill Kirby. Like, he
yeah,
throws Kirby and Kirby just like does the inflate thing and comes back. It's very funny. I thought it was great.
it's
So
good.
yeah, Kazuya is launching on June 28th for Super Smash Bros., which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of games coming to Switch, which were just kind of like run through. Got the Life is Strange remaster collection, Life is
Mm-hmm.
Strange True Colors also. Guardians of the Galaxy, which at first I was like, how the fuck did that happen? Then I realized it's a cloud streaming game, so
Do
that's
they make that clear? Because I did not see that at all.
it wasn't very clear. It was like a thing of text, but yeah, if this is the first time
It's
you're
like
hearing about it, I'm
Guardians of the
sorry.
Galaxy on cloud.
Yeah, it's the cloud version. You have to stream
Have
it,
to stream it.
and only in regions you can stream it. So
Oh my god.
yeah, 2 Point Campus is coming. Got Just Dance, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Uh,
That Dragon Ball Z, that looked kind of cool. It reminded
that
me
that
of.
came out I think earlier this year or last
So
year.
is it art? That's so
Yeah,
funny.
it's like an RPG set through the kind of stories of the series, which
Yeah,
cool. You play as Kakarot, I guess. I guess
carrot
that's what
cake.
Carrot Cake, yes. Plays. I actually, funnily enough, I I downloaded for some reason a Dragon Ball Z game on my phone, a mobile game, and it features a new character. So you know how all the characters in Dragon Ball Z are kind of named after like foods, like
Mm.
Kakarot is carrot apparently, and Vegeta's vegetable, and Piccolo is I think cucumber or something. So this new character in this mobile game, his name is Shallot, and I'm
Oh
just
my
like,
god.
that's
Hang on.
not even like trying to
Can
be.
we backpedal? Piccolo is cucumber. Is Piccolo the green guy?
Yes.
Amazing. I did not know that.
It's very
Oh,
funny.
that's great.
Dragon Ball Z,
Shallot.
top tier
Love
items.
it.
Shallot's like not even like Kakarot is at least like a Japanese name for a vegetable. Like shallot is straight up just a
Yeah.
vegetable. It is a onion. Like, but it's funny. Then you even get like there was an enemy trio or enemy group called or guy called Garlic Junior, which is like, and
I
then you
love it.
had
How have I not played this game?
I think you had the salt and pepper people, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's real fun, real
I love
dumb good
it.
stuff. I love it. Yeah. Other games coming to Switch: Astray Ascending, Fatal Frame, Maiden of Blackwater, the Doom Eternal DLC came out. It was the like sort of shadow drop thing.
How that game exists on Switch, I still don't know.
It's still wild to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, and Strange Brigade, which I don't think anyone is asking for.
Hmm.
Anyway, We're getting a new. Well, I think this is a remake of the first 3 games. Yeah, remastering of the first 3 games. Super Monkey Ball. I've never been into these games, but people seem super excited about them.
I'm the same as you, where I recognize the franchise and the game. I have not played a single one, but people love the shit out of Super Monkey Ball. Yeah.
Super Monkey Ball. It's
Cool.
cute. It's got a good style.
Mhm.
Next up, we got this was weird. A new Mario Party game.
Yeah.
This at first looked like DLC, but it's a whole
brand new, yeah.
Yeah, Super Mario Party Superstars. So that's coming out on October 29th, which is wild.
Yeah.
I actually liked Mario Party enough. I played it with friends around the table, like friends who aren't really into video games, and it was kind of fun. It's ridiculous, but yeah, kind of cool. This was a big announcement. So
my goodness.
They basically, Nintendo said that work on Metroid Prime 4 is still progressing and that they don't really have an update, but they do have a update on another Metroid.
Can we just pause here quickly where they said Metroid 5, and I know that it's it's not Metroid Prime, but I laughed because it like literally the guy's like, we're still working on Metroid Prime 4. Here's something else, and it's like Metroid 5. So now someone who wouldn't know would be like,
what the fuck?
What? Yeah. The 4th game's still being developed, but now you're showing the 5th game. Like, what's going on?
So this is a Metroid 5 in the 2D
in
series,
the 2D,
I
yeah.
guess. Yeah, so I think people were saying this is the first new 2D Metroid
like
in 19 years.
19 years, yeah.
Yeah, because they remade the Metroid, I think it's Metroid 2,
yes,
on the 3DS
3DS,
recently.
yeah.
So
well,
this is Metroid Dread.
Can we take a moment to appreciate it? Okay, so first of all, this game looks really good. Love the Samus suit. But there's a reason that whole genre of games is called Metroidvania, because the first Metroid was a sort of blueprint for games that would follow. Obviously, with Castlevania following later, Metroidvania.
Yes,
you get where I am. So I'm very excited for a visit back into this franchise and a proper 2D one at that. I'm very keen to see how. Like, do they just keep, signature series things, or do they, get weird and experiment? Like, I don't know. It looks like a very dark trailer, though. It looks kind of creepy.
I didn't know that Metroid Dread was actually a game that was announced in 2005.
I haven't heard. Yeah,
it's crazy. I think people are having a lot of fun on the wiki because it was like Metroid Dread was announced, blah blah blah, and never came out, and then straight after this trailer, it was just like in all caps. It was like, oh my god, it actually got revealed.
Yeah, but this game looks so good, really good.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. And just like you, I'm keen to play a traditional Metroid, that follows a blueprint that I've come to really enjoy. I mean, Ori and the Blind Forest follows that structure. Hollow Knight follows that structure.
We didn't get Silk Song, so we Nintendo's like, we got you, fam. We'll reboot the original. Yeah, I'm
and
very,
this is
very
that
keen
soon.
for
I
that.
think it's like October. Yeah, the 8th of October, because Americans can't do dates. So yeah, that's real soon. We've got a Mario Party and a Metroid in the same month. Can you believe it?
Crazy. Mario Golf Super Rush out this week.
Yeah, I guess just hey, remember this thing's still coming out.
I told you that. I think in our predictions episode, they won't show Mario Golf. I was like, no, they will. It's Nintendo. Of course they're gonna be like, hey, this game is out in 2 weeks. We're gonna take up some of our 40 minutes to just remind you. It's like, come on.
Listen, they showed this and nothing for Animal Crossing, and that's what shocked me.
Yeah, that's true. I think the Animal Crossing. So I'm part of the Animal Crossing subreddit. I think people are visibly upset that they
were super not happy. Yeah.
I'm like, listen, you guys got a lot of content for the year, and I'm not saying don't make content for Animal Crossing, but I'm like, damn.
I'm pretty sure Nintendo has stuff in the works.
Yeah, I also think
that game sold 30-something million.
I have to believe they're working on a significant update, not just hey, here's 5 items.
Here's Bunny Day again.
I really think that they might be doing something big where it's here's some cool new mechanic, or we're introducing multiple islands or something, like, I don't know.
Lightsabers.
Lightsabers.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Fight your
You cannot-
villager foes with lightsabers.
You can fight blathers in the museum.
Yeah. Let them know who has
My
the high ground.
goodness. Oh wow. Next up we had you and I on the same article. How funny is that? Because I don't think you
Yeah.
shared your article. Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin. So
Yes.
I am now a Monster Hunter advocate, having put a lot of time into Monster Hunter Rise, but I do not know what Monster Hunter Stories 2 is, but I'd probably play it because I'm sure I will enjoy
It's
it.
more of a
Turn-based stuff.
It's more of a RPG, or more story based.
Because the story in
Rise.
Rise was just chef's kiss that good, you know?
Just
God.
go hunt monsters, protect city. Credits.
Big monster must prepare credits. Okay, cool. Here's DLC, more credits. Okay, what's going on?
I do appreciate the style of this game, and in a way appreciate that they call the monsters monsties, which is really cute and nonsense.
It makes me angry that they call it monsties. I'm like, I'm not a 4-year-old. Okay, I'm an adult.
Rathalos is a monstie. Just get over
I'm
it.
an adult and I will ride my monster Rathalos. Can you imagine? I have a conversation with like my brother or my mom. Like, yeah, I'm playing this game called Monster Hunter and you collect monsties. My mom would be like,
Pokemonsties.
What happened? She'd be like, oh, you're so cute.
It's like pinch
Can't do
your
it. Pinch your cheek. You're still my little boy. I'm like, I know.
Little monsties. They hide under my bed. They scare me.
Oh no, I hate it so much. Yes, that is coming out July 9th. So that got a
Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin is coming on June 25th.
No,
So
so
wait.
the game's
the
out
demo's
July,
June.
yeah, and then the demo's out June 25th, which is it's
The
quite
demo
cool
this
that the progression in the demo will carry over to your main
Yeah.
game. So
I like that.
I
That's
imagine
really
it's like the first chapter or something.
Mm.
Yeah. This I'm very excited for. WarioWare,
Yeah.
get it together. Have you played a
Man,
WarioWare
this is-
game?
I've played on 3DS,
Yes.
and
And how much fun did you
you
have
know,
on 3DS?
it's about time that we got a WarioWare on Switch.
Yeah,
It's about that time.
it's such a weird game to tell people about because like it's just mini games.
yeah,
they're the
it's
most, like-
such rapid fire mini
Yeah,
games.
they're the most like ludicrous and weird mini games, and the fact that you can do that with a friend now.
I think I saw one of them where it's like squeezing toothpaste out of a tube was one of the mini games. Yeah,
perfect.
like when you say ridiculous, they are real ridiculous.
They're
But
really-
it's so rapid fire. Like if you've ever watched someone do a let's play of this, it's crazy.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I do love the name. Get it together, which
Get it
is
together.
really funny.
Shin Megami Tensei 5,
Mm-hmm.
which is this is the Persona peeps, right? It's the same.
yeah.
I don't know if it's necessarily the same studio, but it's the same. It's Atlas, isn't it? Or am I-
Yes.
yeah.
Well, Persona is a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei.
Oh, sorry. Okay, that's where I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it wrong.
So this is the core
Okay.
arm of the franchise, and that's why the combat is nearly identical. You know, the creatures you use in battle are the same as what you'd see in Persona. It's just a very different vibe of a story. It looks more serious and you know,
It looks
modern
super dark.
day
Holy
type
hell.
thing. Yeah, it looks fun. I've heard from Michael Haim, who is like the Persona champion at GameSpot, that if you've played a Persona, you need to play a Shin Megami Tensei. So maybe this will be the first one I played. Looks good. Looks fun.
I think also the biggest win for me is that it's on Switch. Games
Yeah.
like this. So like I'm pretty sure I'd love Persona, but again, I just can't see myself sitting down for a 100-hour game like at my desk. Which I know it sounds ridiculous because I play a whole lot of other games for that amount of time. Cool. But the fact that this is on Switch means I can chip away that 100 hours a lot quicker than I would, otherwise. So
It's real bizarre that the Shin Megami Tensei is mostly existed on Nintendo platforms and then
Persona's on
PlayStation
PlayStation,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just really weird. I mean, you see, so those creatures, those are identical to what you'd find in Persona. You don't normally see them like this in the wild. You normally see them as shadows and then they manifest into like creatures. But this combat, I mean, you see every enemy has a weakness, a sort of elemental weakness.
Yeah.
This is how Persona works, and I'm
Okay.
sure it got it from
Persona,
you know
yeah.
Shin Megami
Oh,
Tensei.
sorry,
So,
the other way around, yeah.
yeah. So and then like talking to monsters and getting them as allies and stuff like that. That was actually something that wasn't in Persona 4, but they brought it back in Persona 5. So
Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
it's very cool.
Keen
Very
to see
cool.
how that turns out.
Then we got Danganronpa Decadence, which is I can't tell. No, you're scrolling up now.
Sorry, my bad. No, my PC is dying. I'm like, did I leave like YouTube videos playing?
Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
see. It's the
Oh.
first 3 editions of the game. If you're not entirely sure what Danganronpa is, it is like a visual novel murder mystery type thing where a murderous teddy bear has put you in a game of life and death. Not even joking.
It's
I think
Saw, the
bear is
game.
called Momokumo or something like that. Yeah,
The bear's
it
called
kind of is like
the
Saw.
bear's
It's
called Jigsaw. I mean, not Jigsaw.
not Jigsaw. Yes. Yeah, I've never played one of these, but I know a lot of people love them. So I'm, I don't know if I own them on PC, so I might just play them there eventually. But it's cool that they're coming to Switch.
Yeah.
For the exact reasons, like you said, Shin Megami Tensei, it's much better to have it in bed. So yeah. Fatal Frame, I think we talked about this earlier. Horror game.
Did we? It's a horror game. Is this a remake of? Yeah, it's a Wii U title.
Take photos of ghosts. No, thank you.
Nice. Yeah, I watch. It's actually quite weird that Nintendo very like. Look, I know Nintendo have sort of. They're still the family friendly, like lovable console. With there are some violent games on it, but I found it so weird that you have this very upbeat direct with Metroid Dread's not very upbeat, but then you get like the surprise horror game. Like, whoa. If I had kids watching, like, look away. Don't watch this.
Yeah, look away now, please.
Don't watch. Mario Rabbids.
I think we spoke about this because it was revealed
shown at Ubisoft. Yeah.
Game looks good. It looks really pretty. Really, really good. This was a big surprise, and I know
Advance
Darren
Wars,
is super keen on this. Yeah, a remake of Advance Wars 1 and 2.
which
with a
were
new
big
3D
hits on the
art
DS.
style.
Yeah.
I've never played Advance Wars.
Nor
Have you
have I.
played?
Mm-mm.
I mean, I know
Nope.
it's like your turn-based stuff. So stuff like Metal Gear Tactics and Into the Breach.
Into the Breach. Yeah.
Similar to this. So yeah, it looks good. I mean, I think the art style looks really fun.
I think
kind
it's
of
cool.
love
Yeah.
the cartoony 3D art style.
Yeah.
So that's coming December 3rd. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity DLC, which I think the first wave is just released. So you can play that soon. Right now. Skyward Sword HD.
Which is coming.
That's still coming
next
in
month?
July. Yeah, July. So it was just kind of like a reminder, hey, this thing's coming out. I've never played Skyward Sword, so I'm kind of keen to give it a go.
Also, canonically, the first Zelda game, which is pretty cool. You see the making of the Master Sword, why Zelda becomes, why she becomes so important, I guess. So that's quite cool. And then, can I just say, Nintendo like really trolled the audience, because you see the Breath of the Wild director pop up on screen like, oh my god, finally, yay, Breath of the Wild 2. It's like, cool. Here's some Age of Calamity DLC. Like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. What's he going to show next? Oh, Skyward Sword HD. Okay, cool. What's he going to show next? Oh, Legend of Zelda Game & Watch. Okay.
And he trolled hard because he's like, this is the final campaign we have planned for the Zelda anniversary this year. So I was like, okay, Wind Waker, here we go. And
yeah.
like, no. Good.
Okay,
so Legend of Zelda is getting its own Game & Watch.
Yeah, which is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So not to take away from that, but when you're expecting Breath of the Wild 2 and they show this, it's like, come on, stop it. Let's get to the good stuff.
This is similar to the Mario Game & Watch that came out. When was it? Last year?
I think it was last year. It might have.
I know it was last year for the anniversary.
Last year. Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So this will have Zelda 1.
Yeah, 1, 2, and then the Game Boy Zelda. Oh, the Game Boy
Link's
version of
Awakening
Link's Awakening, which we played the remake of like a year or two ago.
last year. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's
Okay.
pretty cool.
Mm.
To play the original on there.
Yeah.
And then you'll have a classic Game and Watch game Vermin, just with Link as the playable character. So yeah, I think this thing's like $50 or
Mm.
$60, and it's coming out later this year, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool
And then finally, Breath of the Wild
Wild
2.
or whatever the hell it's
Let
called.
me just get this beautiful trailer playing. My goodness.
So apparently the title is being kept secret because it will reveal a lot about the structure of the game.
Yeah.
But man, there's a lot happening in this trailer. Like, I'm not going to go through all the fan theories, but I've been reading a lot
There's
about it.
There's a lot of fan theories, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like Link's arm gets all fucked up, which is kind of why this other character in here looks kind of messed up and looks very different from Link. There's theories that this actually isn't Link, that this is
Ganon.
Ganondorf. Yeah.
Just like, wow,
like
okay.
Because it makes sense. Like, this character looks so fundamentally different to, you see, that looks like traditional Link there, that blue tunic. So I can understand if this is a different, this is like a 2 protagonist game or something. So
Yeah.
I don't know. There's some time shenanigans. There's like reversal of time.
But I think that's maybe so. Like, I still think I completely understand why people think this is maybe a different character, but it makes me think that look at his arm. It is also like messed up. Maybe it is just Link in a different time period. Like, I don't know. We'll see. I guess. I mean, it'll
definitely seems to be like a distinct difference between these areas in the sky and then Link on the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, just sorry, audio listeners. This is we mistreating you because you can't see, but
it looks real good.
Holy hell! Look at this.
I mean, people are like, "Oh, it looks the same as Breath of the Wild."
Are you kidding me?
Are you no?
And look,
it's got the same art style, of course it does. But
even if it did look the same as Breath of the Wild is beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I rewatched this trailer like 2 or 3 times. I missed this the first time. This is a Link using like a little not that. Look, it's a little flamethrower arm piece happening over here, which is pretty cool.
A lot of people think that messing up of his arm has given him like almost like a multi-tool on his arm.
The Sekiro?
I still don't think that's Link though. Like,
I don't know.
That other character just looks. The fact that they don't, they make a point of not showing the face. And,
yeah, for sure.
The hairstyle is so different and stuff. Like, something's up, and I expect it to be surprises. So,
well,
the big surprise is that it's not coming out this year.
Yeah, which look, I'll wait. It's cool.
They say aiming 2022. Yeah. Doesn't mean it's coming out.
I think this game's gonna be big. I mean, obviously,
it's gonna be a big game.
I did see the one thing I liked. So for those of you who don't know, when Metal Gear Solid 2 came out, all those years ago, all the marketing was like, "This is Snake, and you're playing on this oil rig, whatever." That turned out when the game launched, that was like the first 2 hours of the game. And then story bits happen, and then you play as a completely different character, which confused the shit out of people because no one knew that. So I thought it was quite cool that people saying they 100% putting a Metal Gear Solid 2 where you maybe start as Link and you think like, cool, it's Breath of the Wild 2, and then like there's a complete pivot and you play as someone else.
Yeah.
But I do think with the name reveal, it'll obviously, I mean, the intention doing it will give, an indication of, it's Breath of the Wild 2, time traveling shenanigans, or Breath of the Wild 2, Ganondorf's origin, whatever it's called. Yeah,
exactly. No, I think they're keeping it back intentionally till obviously they'll have to reveal it closer to the time. But
the theories coming out of this are wild. But one thing I do think is pretty clear or intentional is the fact that I don't think it's an accident that Skyward Sword is getting an HD remake or version, because a lot of people saying like, obviously Breath of the Wild 2, there's a lot more stuff happening up high in the sky. There might be some links between the two. No pun intended. So yeah, you'll see. And
that was a good direct.
I enjoyed it. Yeah,
really solid direct.
Yeah,
and it was like 40 minutes of just like banger after
bam,
banger.
with the minute of
So,
Mario
yeah.
Golf, which you could have
I mean,
used something
the,
else,
the,
Nintendo.
the thing that's cool is that there was actual surprises. Like no one expected Metroid Dread.
No.
No one thought of Advance Wars. You know,
Mm-mm.
like seeing people freak out over announcements like that was really fun.
It was good,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Cool. Okay, we've spent an abnormal amount of time on that, so we're gonna fly through the rest of our news. Although like very after E3, relatively quiet news week, but let's start with, I guess this is also out of E3, Hellblade 2. If you're excited for this game, let me tell you, you're gonna have to keep waiting because
This game's far
this game
away.
is far away.
Didn't realize it. So there was another Xbox sort of like a deep dive conference on Thursday,
Yeah.
which kind of like delved into games that they showed during their showcase and some that were omitted. And one of those was Hellblade 2.
Mm.
And Ninja Theory, the developers there were basically saying that they are transitioning into full production soon, which means the game, it's not in full
Wow.
production yet, which is so. I mean, I don't bemoan Ninja Theory for that. I'm more just like confused as to why the game was shown off so early.
Yeah.
Well, not confused. I'm pretty sure Microsoft was like, we need to show something.
But I
Ninja
mean
Theory is like,
it was revealed like, was it a year or two
it's
ago?
revealed last year. Yeah.
And it's
No?
like
Was it?
I think
was
it
it
might
in-
have been the year before that. I
It
could be
might have
wrong.
been, yeah, I think it was E3 the year before. They were like, we're working on this for next generation
And it's like,
hardware.
wow, okay. So we're
Yeah.
looking at what,
I
like
mean, it was
2023?
It was like the first game revealed to be using Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, I mean, I think this game's 2023. At its earliest. There's no way this is only going into full production now and is out next year. Maybe, but I don't think so. I think this is I think this is 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's coming.
But yeah, I think it's cool that they gave an update on it. You know, like setting the record straight is always good.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Breath of the Wild 2, for example, they upfront like, we're working on this, and like you mentioned, aiming for 2022. So
yes,
just be prepared for any potential delays. What next? Final Fantasy VII Remake could be coming to PC, according to Epic Game Store listing, which is cool. It's out on PS5 now with that good next-gen upgrade, so it would make sense to sit on PC. Are PS fans upset about this?
Of course,
but like, did we not know that it was a,
Of course we did.
I can't deal with fans sometimes. Well, my phone's ringing. Via my PC. Why you like this WhatsApp? I'm so confused. Hang on, let me just close that.
Technology.
Has that ever
coming
happened to you where you've got your WhatsApp rings in the PC? I'm like, why? Stuff like
it often happens because my work laptop is a MacBook, so my phone will ring and then my laptop will ring. I'm like, what is going on?
I got a new iPad just after my birthday, and now my iPad rings. I'm like, I need to disable that, and I keep forgetting.
It's so annoying. It's so annoying.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I mean, we all knew that Final Fantasy VII Remake was a timed exclusive, and there's been indications for ages now that it was going to come to PC.
Yeah.
So this is not at all surprising. It seems like it's the database entry, so could be coming later this
5
year,
years.
coming next year. Who the hell knows? Along with that, there was a database entry also for something called Alan Wake Remastered. I'd play that.
Interesting. I'd play that as well.
Alan Wake,
It's a good game. Really, really good game.
It is old, so it could use a visual sprucing up.
Oh yeah, sorry, this is not clear. Alan Wake Remastered.
I'd play that, yeah. So that's cool. I mean, with integrated app now, I assume the PC version will
have
look
all of it
similar to that. So yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Back 4 Blood, really cool looking new game from the creators of Left 4 Dead. Needs a constant internet connection, which
I'm not super shocked by this at all. Like the game is definitely a it's meant to be played with other people, and
Yeah.
you can play it solo with AI. But the fact that it needs to be online all the time, like I'm not at all shocked by that.
Yeah.
And to be honest, there's like so many other games that are, this isn't a quote unquote live service game in the traditional sense, but
Mm.
it's borderline that anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm not shocked by that. It is a game that's meant to be played with other people as well, whether you're matchmaking or playing, in a party. So
Yeah.
it's fun.
Also on Game Pass, I will be playing it if it's on the PC version.
Hells yeah, I'm super keen.
Can't wait.
I am so keen to play this. Like,
Mm.
I'm
Looks like a good
super
time.
into it.
And then last story for this week: Battlefield 4 server capacity increased to deal with players. Oh my god! Wow, pop up.
I think this is quite funny.
Increased to deal with
like,
players hype for Battlefield 2042.
yeah, so people are so keen on 2042 that they've jumped into Battlefield 4 to get because that was the last modern.
Little taste, yeah.
Well, there was what was the Cops and Robbers one?
The Battlefield heist. No, I don't remember.
I actually genuinely don't remember.
Battlefield Underground.
Hardline.
Battlefield Underground, Hot Pursuit. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. You see, no one wants to play that one, so they've just gone back to 4 again.
4 was a good time, let me tell you. And
4 was good.
What's interesting is that when 4 came out, obviously it was like, I'm sure today it still looks really good, but in 2013 you needed a pretty good PC to run that game. 7
4
years
was one of the first games I played on PS4.
Wow.
Because it was one of those like cross-gen games at the time.
8 years later, let me tell you, a lot of people on PC are rocking better PCs. So revisiting it and going, wow, putting everything on full, you're in for a good
Putting
time.
that thing on full and high frame rates, always a good time. I mean, funny enough, it is a free game on Twitch, the Twitch Prime thing.
Yeah.
So you can get a code for it if you are, subscribed to
Prime, I guess. Yeah.
Prime, so you can grab it for free if you've been looking for a reason to revisit. I actually might just do that and just load it up on PC and see what it looks like.
See how pretty it is. It's a good time. I've got many fond memories of Battlefield 3 and 4 and the shenanigans that followed. But yeah, I think that is, apart from, sorry, I know we spent a long time on Nintendo's presentation, but the news usually hits like a bit of a slump now, and then, oh wait, no, I lie. Sorry, it has been a bit quiet this week, but yeah, news does pick up again after the E3 hype. So that's it.